Leon. Mm-mm-mm. You done messed up, man. You know you done messed up, right? You know you done messed up, right? We gonna get into it right after this.
Hard, play hard, grind hard, stay hard, no we stay out, make your way out, but I just can't stop, won't stop hustling, but I just
Snowfall, Season 4, Episode 4 Expansion. Warning, before we proceed, this review will have spoilers in it. So if you haven't seen the episode, go watch that shit, pause this, or put it in the watch later folder, and then come back and watch this. Now, if you've seen it, let's proceed. So Snowfall Season 4, Episode 4 started off with a bang. We see Leon getting some grub with the homies. We see that Scully has the drop on Leon. He's watching him, and Leon's guardian angel saved him. Yes, his guardian angel, Wanda, saved him. She's out here trying to sell her tooth. Who the fuck want to buy a nasty ass rotten crackheaded tooth anyway? But she's out there trying to sell her tooth, and you know, crackheads always got their head on the swivel. She sees that Scully and them got the drop on Leon, about to shoot him. She warns him, and she ends up taking a bullet in the process. So fast forward, next scene, we see Franklin getting it on with this new girl that I don't trust. Who is this girl? It's something shady about her. I don't know. It's something shady about her. He's getting some buns. He gets a page from Leon. Come to the hospital. They come to the hospital. They have a brief reconciliation, but it goes south real quick. Franklin's like, Leon, we gotta work together. Leon's like, yo, I'm cool on that. And Franklin's trying to warn him, like, yo, you can't just go down there and shoot shit up. So Leon seems to not take heed to it, but he does. He tells Fatback to hire a private investigator. I feel like this episode centered more around Leon and his homies. And I was, to be honest, I was perfectly fine with this. I like seeing the inner workings of Leon. What makes him tick? How does he operate? How is he doing without Franklin? I think eventually these two will reconcile for good. But dude, this episode was so good. So we see that they hire a private investigator to go look and see where Skully lives. Some black dude. He looked sketchy too. He looked real sketchy, but he wound up getting the job done. Now back to Franklin. So Franklin is trying to expand his portfolio. Him and his mom are trying to get into the real estate business. They're meeting with this guy. I forget his name. The guy that played on The Shy, the fucking scary looking dude. Scary old creepy dude. That's what I'm going to call him. Scary old creepy dude. So he's trying to meet with him. Franklin's also trying to figure out a way to expand the drug business outside of LA. Louis says she knows somebody in, I believe it was Arkansas. She says she knows somebody out there. Jerome is like not happy about it. He like, yo, we could barely maintain what we have here. Why don't you just tell Reed we got to scale back? He's like, nah, we not doing that. So he's sending them out to go fucking figure something out. I don't know if we didn't get the results of what happened with that yet. So they go out, set out to try to do that. Meanwhile, Reed is still trying to figure out where the fuck his guns are. Javi, not Javi. Is it Javi? Yeah, Javi doesn't know what the fuck. I think he knows what's going on. He's not trying to tell Reed. So he's trying to figure out and get to the bottom of this shit. They're kind of giving him the runaround. I don't know. It's all crazy. Fast forward, Leon goes to see Wanda in the hospital. She asks him to stay. He stays with her tonight. I feel like that's going to be his downfall is Wanda, dude. Because he has a soft spot for Wanda. And it kind of makes him look weak a little bit. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you understand because he got history with her. And to see somebody end up like that you love. But I will say that the actress that plays Wanda, man, she played the hell out this role. She plays the hell out of this role. So the private investigator winds up getting a drop on Scully. He brings Leon the pictures. They planning to set up Scully. Scully, I guess, is hiding work at his mom's house or his grandma's house, which is always a bad move. And it was crazy how easily this private investor got her all this information. You know, like he had nothing to work with, and he goes and get all this information. And there's one point where you think he almost got caught taking pictures of him. But the fucking Scully man was trying to holler at the girl instead. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But it was cool seeing Scully just hanging out with his homies and shit. I want to get a life in the day of Scully. I just want to follow him for the whole day because I think he's a very interesting character, man. I think it's more to him than just menacing and being a wild fucking loose cannon. Um, so they get the information. They plan to have a drop set up on Scully at the apartment. Now back to Franklin. This reporter is getting deeper and deeper into the shit. She's spending long hours. I'm starting to wonder, is she getting paid for this shit? Cause ain't it some other stories she could be doing? Why the fuck is she? How has she got a job still? But she's still digging into Franklin Saint. She's trying to uncover some shit about one of the agents that was in charge of Reed's ex-partner, you know, the one that wound up, the lady that ended up dead. And she goes digging and she's asking around. She's not getting no lead. She comes home and the guy she was looking for is sitting in her fucking house. I'm like, oh shit. So he gives her all the information and points her like in the right direction. And dude, you just know this ain't gonna end up good. Like, don't they know who they against the CIA? Like, I don't know. I don't even know why she thinks this is a good idea, because it's like every turn that's been investigated has come up a dead end, or Franklin's gotten off, or it's just been it's like to no avail. But the guy, I like how the guy told her, like, this shit is bigger than Franklin Saint. Like, he a small fry on this shit. This shit ain't about no damn Franklin Saint. This shit is bigger than him. Like, I'm trying to give you the whole piece. So I don't know. I think something gonna eventually wind up happening to her and shit. Franklin and his mom had an interesting meeting with the scary old dude. And he had a great analogy about a Rolls Royce and how it was related to him dealing with Franklin. And he was saying, like, yo, if I get caught, like, getting this money from y'all, laundering this money, I'm telling. Like, he pretty much told him, I'm telling. And then Franklin's mom, she's so business savvy, she reassures him, like, no, it ain't gonna happen, blah, blah, blah. And it was just, dude, she is in her element, dude. I don't know if you ever seen this character play on The Wire. She played Avon Barksdale's sister, and she did a great job then. And it's like she's right back in her element. So she's trying to set everything up. The dad has restrictions. The reporter's trying to get at the dad. They think that the shelter is a guilt trip, which it is. You know, it's a guilt trip shelter. SNOWFALL, he kind of shuts her down, but she got the information anyway from the other guy. So I don't know. It's topsy turvy, man. This is a crazy episode, man. Franklin's bodyguard quit on him, like Lurk quit on him. Like, I was like, what the fuck? He was like, and he played on The Wire too. He used to play on The Wire as Monk, but he said he wasn't built for it. He didn't like all the black on black crime that was happening. And I feel that, like, he was like, yo, this ain't the same as war. This is a lot different. Like, when we was over in war, we fighting for something. What are we fighting for? We just fighting for territory and fucking we just shooting shit just to shoot shit? Made a lot of sense. Franklin tries to double his pay. He like, I'm not going for this. Nope, I'm out. I'm sorry, sir. I'm out. I gotta go, sir. So that's interesting. I don't know who's gonna be Franklin's bodyguard now, but I know I wouldn't want to take the job because he got way too much going on. Franklin tried to plead with him, like, yo, I need you, don't do this. I'm like, oh man, this ain't gonna be good. So we go to Scully's grandma's house. We got Leon, Fat Mac, and two other Leon's men in the car, and they're waiting for Scully, right? And I know something's about to happen because you got this guy pushing this ice cream cart, and he's walked past him. And at first, I thought he was like a lookout for Scully. Then I thought maybe he was like a cop or something. So fucking he goes and he's walking across the street, and as he walking across the street, a car pulls up right alongside of him, and it's fucking Scully's guys. And I'm like, oh shit, he about to get Scully. I'm thinking Scully's in the car. Like, I could have swore I saw Scully in the car. So they both get the drop on it. They start letting off. Two of Leon's guys got killed, and everybody in the car with Scully, mostly everybody in the car that was Scully got killed. And I'm like, how the fuck? The whole time I'm thinking is, how did fucking Fatback Dick get hit? As big as his body is, how you not get hit? They must got something set up for him. Maybe he going out in a blaze of glory. But Leon gets out the car. He walks to the car. He's about to fucking put one in Scully. I'm like, oh, this is it. They won. And sure enough, Scully's not in the car, and he killed the child that was in the car. I believe that's Scully's niece or daughter. I think that might be his niece. And the mom's holding her, consoling her, Khadijah. She's going hysterical, and it's so sad, and it's so gut-wrenching because Leon sees what he did, and he pauses, and he's so fucked up by it. Like, yo, what the fuck? He can't even fucking continue to do what he was doing. If he was smart, he should have just took care of everybody. That way, it was no witnesses. But now it's a witness. So if she wants to testify, she can actually testify, you know, aside from pointing him out. Because Scully probably wouldn't have known if it came from Manboy or if it came from Franklin, you know. But now she's seen it, point blank, period. And I feel so bad for this little girl, man. Like, she had nothing to do with nothing, and it was crazy, man. And the episode ends like that. You see Leon in the car. He's all distraught and fucked up about it, and I just feel so bad, man. But I don't know. It was a good episode, man. Definitely the best episode of the season so far. Let me know what you guys think. Post your comments below. Like and subscribe. Will Scully get revenge? Will Manboy get into the equation somehow? Will Franklin and Manboy join forces? Let us know. Till next time. Peace.